Yulan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. And today I want to talk about another officer, my newest officer, and that's Mavery. I finally got him. And before I do that, I just want to say if you're not a subscriber of my channel yet, but do like my videos, then please do subscribe to my channel. And when you do, please also click this little bell and all notifications so that you will be notified when a new video is out or a live stream upcoming or something. But let's talk about Mavery. How to get him, I'll tell you a little bit later, but first let's talk about him in general. He's an epic officer and he is class science. And somebody asked, why are these class, group, and faction important? That is important, first of all, for some parts of the trades, of course, but it's also important for upgrading those officers because the science says what kind of badges you will need later for the higher levels to upgrade. And the Syndicate group, of course, has to do with synergy. In the case of Mavery, probably is not that important, but in other cases, when they have fighting abilities, especially in PvP and stuff like that, there it is important. So those groups and classes and so on, they are important for your gameplay. As I said, he's an epic officer and he has two abilities. He's got a captain's ability and an officer ability and no lower decks ability. His captain's ability is secret compartments. That means he increases max cargo by 40%, which is quite helpful, especially for base raids, for example. So when you need to max your cargo, it's always a big help. I use abilities like that, for example, also for my Mantis when I'm grinding Actian hostiles. And then his officer ability is hasty extraction. He increases crystal, gas, and ore mining speed by 100% on his first level already. So mine is just level 5 and he's got 100%. So that definitely is helpful when you need to mine a lot in a short time. And to be honest, usually I just have my miners mining and I cannot play 24/7, and so whenever I get back to the iPad, I just refresh them or recall them and send them back. But it's not that I need to have certain stuff in a short time outside of events, of course. But like the gold rush we just had, of course I had to send my Devor Fischer out quite a lot and had to mine a lot. But as an epic officer, that also has influence on his officer traits. You might have seen my video on the traits. And as an epic officer, he can have 3 different traits for away team missions. He has the traits Spy, Thief, and Rogue. I haven't unlocked any for him yet because I'm still thinking about how to use him most of the time and if it's worth to use him for away teams. I haven't decided that, but anyway, I wouldn't do it now. I always wait until there are events where I can easily do the events by spending those trade XPs before I do this. So that's why I haven't done anything about this yet. But I guess most of you will want to know how to get Mavery in the first place. And that is another special thing, like with Grush, for example. Although I've seen Grush in some other places, but Mavery I haven't. And to see how to get Mavery, we have to go to the Syndicate. And then you will see why it's not something for low-level players to get him. And yeah, if it would be working, it would be fine. That's another bug we have. I have recently. That's my Syndicate bug. That is sometimes not showing. You have to get to 27, 26, get to level 26 with a Syndicate to get your first Mavery shards. When you reach level 26, you won't get Grush shards anymore, you will get Mavery shards, and that also counts for your daily pulls here. I've done it, I always do it in the morning. That's why you see that another 14 hours are due until I get it. But until I was level 26, I got Syndicate XP here and a Grush shard until my Grush was full. And now, since level 26, and you can see it here, I got my first 40 Mavery shards, and then I got one Mavery shard in the daily Syndicate XP chest until max shards claimed. That's what I said would happen with my Grush. Then I didn't get any more. But from 26, I got it with Mavery. And so I didn't need what I got on level 27, because either you take your time between those two levels and you have so many daily pulls in between that you already got Mavery, or you get to level 27 quickly, and then level 27 will give you the full unlock of Mavery, as you can see here. Sometimes it takes quite long. In this case, I thought I would need the daily pulls and wait another 2 months to get Mavery after I got to level 26. But then we had so many events with Syndicate XP and also the Battle Pass, and all combined got me very quickly to level 27 compared to the time I needed between 25 and 26. It was very, very fast between 26 and 27, so that I got Mavery relatively fast. But at latest when you get to level 27, you will have Mavery. And so far, that's the only source for Mavery shards I've seen. And of course, later you will get more shards, like with Grush, and you still will get your dailies until your Mavery has the maxed. You have maxed Mavery in terms of shards. I don't mean levels or whatever. Oh no, there was a wrong one. There was a factions. I'm looking a lot at the factions at the moment because I'm working on my Nova blueprints. My Grush is not maxed for a long time. I can tell you that, because that's when you try to click the right one. He's not maxed by any chance. He's just level 20, but I have all the shards you can have for Grush, so I cannot get any more shards anyway. And that was the fun part. I had him maxed earlier because of the daily pulls and some events and stuff, and some pulls in Recruit, that when the last pulls for the Syndicate level came, I got tons of transporter patterns. And the same might happen with your Mavery if you need a little bit longer to get to the last parts where you get Mavery shards from walking your way through the Syndicate. And so we will see what comes first, if I reach those levels, or if I've Mavery maxed with 800 shards before I get to those last levels where I get Mavery shards. Then I would get another load of transporter patterns. But he is, so to speak, the other big Syndicate officer, and I'm looking forward to try him out for different occasions. As I said, his captain's ability I might use at least in base raids combined with other officers to get the maximum out of my amalgam, for example. But it depends on how good the others are. I might not so often use him for mining, but maybe sometimes, because I have a lot of mining officers already and a lot of good mining crews together. But if I send out an extra miner at night, so to speak, then I might put him on the bridge to have him there just as a miner if I do something of this overnight long time stuff. I need to mine 5-star materials for my dailies, and so I really have to stretch the limits with the ships I have to do that. Talking about ships I just slipped to factions, so just a little side note. You know that I go astray a little bit in some videos. I told you earlier that I'm working on getting the Nova blueprints already before I continue working on certain factions, and that's why I keep them leveled at the moment. But it went quite fast. I already have a third of it, so 51 in the short time since I put all 3 on the level to get Nova blueprints. And this is just a little update for you. So when you see, if you've seen the video where I was talking about this, that was not that long ago. And in the meantime, just by this little strategy of leveling the 3 at the right position and then getting the blueprints from all 3 factions, that got me 51 blueprints already. And a few from grinding hostiles. That's something you must never forget. I cannot do it targeted a little bit because it takes a while, but sometimes you need a little bit luck. I cannot kill so many that high level freebooters at once, and so I cannot do that very often because it's always so much flying there, even if you move close. And because of that level, I can only kill very few. But they gave me another, I think 3 of the blueprints I got from killing my max level freebooters that I could do, and but it needs a little bit of luck, and I cannot kill faction hostiles of that level yet, but at least the freebooters. But I have to come back too often, so I cannot do that to get tons of those blueprints there, because that would take me, first of all, ages, then you need luck, and then a lot of repairs, at least on my level. But it is a way that happened. I didn't even expect that, because I did those freebooters for a few missions, because they were the only ones on level 57 I could kill, and 56. So I did them, and suddenly I got some Nova blueprints. Was a nice addition, but the main source is here in the faction stores, and that's why I so easily click there, because several times a day I go there now to do that. If you have Mavery for longer, or if you also just got him and are using him, maybe you want to tell us in the comments how you put Mavery to use. If you have questions, of course, or video requests, just let me know. I'll see what I can do. Sometimes there are video requests that for videos that I've already done. If you're not sure, by the way, I have playlists that are sorted by topic. You can do a search within the playlist by just putting in a keyword and see if the video is already there. If you are not sure by browsing if you find it or not, just have a look. Several times we had requests for videos that are already made, and I put links under it. But you can search in my playlists if the video you need is already there. That would make your life a little bit easier. I guess you don't have to wait for a response or something. But anyway, still always leave a comment. I'm happy to read them. I'm happy to answer your question if I can. And even if you just want to say hi and where you're from, I'm always happy to read that. And if you are happy to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.